Okay folks, welcome back. This is your old pal Hondo doing another video for you folks on a how to service and clean a Zebco Z03 Omega spin casting reel right here. I'm going to show you how to take it apart and service this. It's not very hard to do, but we will have to take it apart and show you how to do it. It's very simple and easy, and take a few minutes to show you how to do it. This is the reel. Some of the tools you might need for this: a pair of needle nose pliers, flathead screwdriver, and you may have to go and invest in like $3 at Harbor Freight to get you a set of mini screwdrivers as well. The only screwdriver you'll need out of this is the biggest Phillips head screwdriver to take this apart. And right here, this one right here in particular, which is the miniature Phillips head screwdriver. And we will need some WD-40, some bearing grease right here, and some oil, and something to bathe the reel in. We spray it with WD-40 and a toothbrush, and maybe some Vaseline as well for the spinner. Okay, the first thing you want to do with this is to take the front cover off. First you push the trigger in to depress the pins and the spinner, and then screw off the head like so. The head will come off, the spinner head will come off really easy by holding the handle down and then twisting it counterclockwise. Right here, as you see, it has a diagram on here how to take the spool off. You have to turn it counterclockwise, unlock it, and hold the handle. Make sure the drag is set at its tightest setting here, and then turn it, and it comes right off to get to the screws right here and right here. And that's where this little screwdriver comes in handy right here. You want to stick it in this spot here and unscrew the screw, and then unscrew the first layer of screws right here until it comes loose all the way. It might be a little bit tighter than normal, and just unscrew it. Unscrew this one here as well until it comes loose, and then you're going to want to take the bottom part off, which is the base bottom plate, like that, in its entirety. It will come out like that, like so, and then there's the drag knob. You just pull that off and then reassemble that later. We'll give that a bath too while we're at it. And right here, you might have to clean this out too as well, which I'm going to plan on doing. And in the back, the screws will fall out eventually. You put these screws in a little bowl over here, and right here, as you can see, the gears are brass, and they're a little dingy. So we're just going to spray them down. We're also going to take the handle off as well, so we can get into the bearings here and here to oil the bearings. And there's a bearing on top that needs to be oiled as well. We'll put a little bit of oil on that as well. This is where the bigger screwdriver comes in handy for this part. You unscrew it. I mean, you can take this apart with a nickel if you want, but at the same time, we're just going to use a screwdriver to take the handle out. First thing that comes off is the cap. There's another screw on the inside that you have to, let me show you right here. There's another screw right here you have to take out right here. So you take that out. As well. Takes a little bit of going here. It has a two-part sleeve in there, and that brass screw holder that holds the handle in place. Pull the handle out like so. Comes right out. We're going to bathe this whole thing down. Might as well screw it. We're not going to take this whole reel apart. We're just going to leave it as is. But we're going to use the handle to turn the gear when we clean it. Got the bath right here in front of us. We're going to stick it in the bath right here like so. Toothbrush. Well, re-grease the spinner head too. The kind of grease we're going to use to re-grease the spinner head is the Vaseline, but the inner gears we're going to use bearing grease for that. We're going to throw in the spool as well, and drag knob. We'll clean it all. Even the trigger plate needs to be cleaned, so we're going to clean it too. Alright, we're just going to take some of this WD-40 and just spray it all down really good on the inside to degrease everything. And spray the inner gears here as well, really good. Just remember, after you get done scrubbing this thing, make sure you put oil on the bearings. It has 7 bearings. Can't find them all, just don't worry about it. It's not no big deal. Just want to clean the main gears out of this thing. Okay, we're going to take a toothbrush. We're going to scrub these gears in here really well. Clean. We got everything clean. We're gonna wipe everything down with a paper towel. You don't need to use a stupid Q-tip. A lot of people make mistakes by using Q-tips. I wouldn't do that. Q-tips, you never want to use that for this process because it leaves those little cotton hairs and everything. You just want to get in here and just wipe out all the excess dirt and whatever's in there. You know, it's really quick. You just want to make sure you wipe everything on the inside and the outside out. Make sure there's no dirt in the grooves or anything like that that will grind the reel down. Pretty much just wipe everything down. It's quick and easy. Down and dirty. Clean the spool off, everything. Clean the excess oil or grease that's on this reel out. Clean the top off. Clean the base plate out. You know, you just want to put your rag in there and just wipe all the excess oil off, the WD-40, clean this out, because this thing does collect a lot of dirt when you're fishing with it. You're fishing on the bank, and you will have to clean this thing on the regular about every 5 years if you're freshwater fishing. Saltwater fishing, you only have to do it once a year. And just polish the parts down, and there you go, that's clean. We're going to wipe off this little knob here, you know. Give it a little going over real quick. And we need another rag. That one's starting to get tore up. Get another one right here. Wipe that down. And we're going to wipe down this body right here of the reel. Wipe it down real good on both sides. You know, where the oscillating function goes, basically. Wipe it down. And we'll re-grease that when we get to it. I'll show you how to do that as well. You can see it's extremely clean on the inside in case there was any dirt. You know, you just go in here with this rag and just, you know, you don't care to wipe it all down. You just want to get a little bit of it down. You know, you just spin it and then go in there and wipe it down. You know, just wipe all the excess stuff out of there in case there's dirt in there. You know, you just wipe it down. Okay, I think that's pretty much good right there. Just wipe down the excess on the outside of the body of the reel, foot, you know. I think that's clean enough right there. And what we're going to do next is we're going to bust out the oil. Any kind of oil will work. Gun oil, 2-in-1 oil, specialty reel oil will work. Now what you want to do is you want to oil right down in here and down in here where the bearings are. There's 2 bearings right here. one on top right there, and a few other ones in other spots you can't quite get to. What you want to do is you want to put like a drop of oil on each bearing, one drop on that one, and one drop on this one here. That's all you need is a drop, and one drop right here at the top of the spinner, where the spinner goes, and just flood that, and that's good to go. That's all you need right there. It's all the oil you need to put in this. And now we're going to get some bearing grease right here. I'm going to take the bearing grease off, and we're going to put this on the bearings itself, and that's it. And how you want to apply the bearing grease is with your finger. You know, you just take a dab of the grease on your finger, find where the bearings are, the gears right here, and just apply it to the gear and to the side of the gear like this, and just put some right on top of the gear, push it, move it, push it, move it, push it, move it, until you coat most of the gears up with it. And that's pretty much, you don't really need too much oil for that, you just need a little bit. And that's about as much grease as you really want to put on this. That's all the grease you need, really. And maybe grab some oil and oil these other little parts right here. Put a drop of oil there on the spindle part itself where the main gear is. And that's pretty much all you need to do. I'll put a little bit right here on the tip here. And that's about it. All the oil you want. And now it's ready to be, the base plate is ready to be reassembled. You stick on the base plate. Oops. Forgot to put a little bit of oil in the drag knob to put a little bit of oil in the ball bearing and the drag knob there. We'll stick the drag knob, it goes like this, the drag knob does, on the little square end, goes right on top of this to move it, and you stick the base plate back on it like so, and okay, we're having a little issue here. Stick it on there like so, if it'll go on there, for Pete's sakes. Okay, there it goes. And now, this is the tricky part. You want to stick the screws back right here. One right here on the hole, and the other one on the hole right here. And then you take your little tiny screwdriver and you screw them in, not too tight, not too, you want the screws to go in snugly, you know what I'm saying? That way it doesn't hurt the frame of the reel, which is aluminum. You just want to give them a nice little tight screw in right there. You know, that's good enough right there. And now we're going to put the locking mechanism back inside the reel here. Which way did it go? I think it goes in like so. The handle back in first. And see if that'll work. Okay. We'll stick this back in and see if it'll screw in, which it will. And we'll screw this back in. Tight, and got it screwed back in real nice. Now at this point you might want to test the drag, make sure it's clicking. I guess it's working, I'm not too sure. I guess the drag's working. Now we're going to reassemble the reel. Just make sure, you know, do a double check to see if it's clean by spinning the handle. It stops. We're going to put the plate back on right here. That goes over the handle crank. Tighten that up as well. This should work. Make sure it's nice and tight. We're going to open up the Vaseline here, and now we're going to recoat the spool and the spool here. We're just going to put it around the spool like this, and put that back on the spool like so, just around the bottom of the drag. This is where the drag goes, and we're going to put that first back on here like this and lock it back into place. Very simple, very easy. We're going to make sure it locks into place. It's tight. Drags in there, dude. Okay, that locked it into place right there, and we're going to put the spool back on. Oh, forgot the oil. We have to put a little bit of grease in here on these little, you know, just put it in there and just like knock them around a little bit. This way it doesn't, you know, just put a nice little coat of this Vaseline on the inside to, you know, coat this so it'll be easy for the little pickup pins to move freely, you know. And basically that's all you really need to do right there. And okay, we'll reassemble the spinner head. And how you want to do that, you hold on to the handle like that, and then you put it, and you twist it back on, basically. And that's all you really need to do. And you know, it's ready to go. I think that's it right there. And you press the pins back in like so to put the cover back on. The trick to getting the cover back on is twist it the opposite way until you hear it click, and then twist it back on, and there you go. Fully serviced. Now it runs a lot smoother than it did before, so it's definitely cleaner than it was. So there you go, folks. That's how you service a Zebco Omega. If you like this video and tutorial how to clean the Z03 Zebco Omega, please hit the like, share, and subscribe, and tell me what you think. It's a very easy way to clean this reel and set up. I think it's a little bit easier to clean than the Zebco 33. You don't have to take the whole reel apart to clean it. You just do it like the way I showed you how to do it, and you'll have a nice, clean, serviced reel, especially if you're using it a lot and you're getting it really dirty and on the bank fishing. This is the best way to clean it that I know how. Well, folks, if you like the video, this has been your old pal Andrew Hondo from Hillbilly Tactical. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe on this video and tell me what you think. And y'all know what you can do. It's been your old pal Hondo from Hillbilly Tactical. You put God first. He puts you first every time. And you know what else, YouTube? God loves you. So does Hondo. Peace.
Tell me pretty lies. Look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's